You are now watching Face to Face, live from the CSL studio. Your host, Nesta Cann.
Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Face to Face. Yours truly, Nesta Cann. And today we have three special guests from the web series Timeless Guilt. Fellas, introduce yourselves.
How y'all doing today? I'm Benny Flames, writer and director of Timeless Guilt.
Juvia Marquez. I play Detective Lopez on the show.
I go by Levon L.C. Collins. I play Darnell Williams.
Nice. So, fellas, it's a pleasure to have you guys on the show.
Pleasure, thanks.
How did this all come together? I mean, whose idea was it?
Yeah, it was me. One day I was just, daydreaming at, work actually, and then great place to do it at, right? And I just came up with this idea about a kidnapping story. But the first thing that went through my mind was kind of like a hood thing. The main thing in the hood is no snitching.
Right.
So things started coming to my head, and I was thinking what happened if it pertains to like a kidnapping or like something with a little child.
Right.
Do that rule still apply to to the hood? Is snitching still So I started to write towards that, and then I figured I want to make it more family oriented because there's a lot of hood stuff going on out there, man. So let me make it more family. Let me make a reason why he didn't snitch.
Right.
So I gave him a daughter, and the reason why he didn't say anything is because his daughter's safety. So I just started writing, and we did the movie. We did that within like 3 months, and we had a good reception on the movie, and people kept on asking, what's next?
Yeah.
You want to do another part 2, or you want to do a series? And after a while, I just said, might as well go the series route.
Right.
Keep going.
Now, how many members did you start off with at first?
With the movie?
Yeah.
Characters?
Characters-wise, yeah.
Like what, 7? Maybe 7, 2 main, and
About 7 people.
about 7 people. Yeah.
And how many is now? You guys got how many now?
Oh man.
Series is definitely different, than when you're doing a short film, because you have different bodies, a whole bunch of people that come in and out.
Yeah.
Some people may not even be main characters; it's just there for the cameo to support, what the main character needs at that given moment.
So. And why the name Timeless Guilt? How did that?
Yeah, Timeless Guilt. It was a bunch of names I was going with. I needed something that wasn't already out there. Like, can't be like the kidnapping or taking or something. Got to be something totally different.
Yeah.
And Timeless Guilt, I looked it up. I didn't see anything with the name Timeless Guilt.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that name stood out. And definitely the guilt is timeless. It's forever.
Yeah.
So that's just going through a bunch of names. That was the best one that stuck there.
Yeah. So on social media, I see you go with the cameras and all that stuff. And did you go to school for that?
Yeah, actually I did.
Yeah.
Shout out to Morris College, Sumter, South Carolina, broadcast media major.
Nice.
Yeah, graduated, 3.5, cum laude.
Yeah.
But, if you don't know that,
Yeah.
But I went to excuse me.
No problem. Yeah, man.
I went to school for it, and did camera things, but my main passion in school was basically acting.
Oh, acting. Okay.
I started off doing stage plays and theater, and I kind of like trickled down into doing like film work and then get into that. Instead of waiting for auditions or roles, just start your own. So.
Like how Spike Lee did.
Yeah. So.
You guys went to school for any
No.
Nothing like that.
Yeah, I did 3-evening conservatory at Stella Adler Studios in New York.
Yeah.
So yeah, did that. Graduated from there. Not 3.5, but definitely top of my class.
Now I heard this project entered in some festivals. You guys win anything? Any of these festivals?
Yeah, we for the short film we did the Urban Film Festival out there in Miami. Yeah, we came a second in that one though, but that was a big film festival. I know the late what's his name, man? I know he played Tommy on Martin. He was.
Oh yeah. He passed away, right? Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah. He was actually in that in that film festival as well. Though. But we honored to come make runner up. It was NYC Sun Fest. We did good in that one. Won that one. And there's 2 other ones though. Yeah, it's about 2015. There's all this stuff happening.
Oh wow,
yeah.
That's so fast, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys find harder, getting started or keeping it going?
I would say keeping it going.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're trying to constantly compete with what you just put out. Right?
Yeah.
You know, always want to keep it hot.
Right.
You know, so I think what you think.
I mean, I came late into the project.
Okay.
I wasn't here from the very beginning, so my perspective is definitely a little bit different. You know, I wasn't there for when you kind of start something, you have to go through all the things that go wrong and everything that kind of goes there. So when I kind of got on board, I was already a well-oiled machine that kind of already was there. So I definitely was able to jump in at a very opportune time and definitely take advantage of being able to work with a cast and a crew that kind of already knew what they had to do and they were already so far ahead. So I kind of had to like play catch up with every single one of them. But I mean, from the moment that I've been here, they've definitely kept it hot. Like I love working there. I love working with the crew. I love the story. I love moving around the city. One of the things that I really like, I think the most is the constant interruptions that we get on set.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we film so much like around the city, you know, in Brooklyn, the Bronx, man, and just the excitement of people just always kind of seeing us there, and they always like, you know, always want to jump in, and just the love and the support that we get from older folks, young kids, you know, they kind of see the story, they see the chases that we're doing, they see the scenes and the drama and all that, and you know, just when you do projects and it's just, you know, urban actors and just people kind of seeing, you know, things that normally they would just see on TV and just happen in front of them, you know.
Right.
It's just nice. It's a beautiful experience, you know.
Yeah.
And so it's definitely been a hell of a roller coaster for me, but it's been wonderful.
So there's more that goes behind the scene, like with the stopping and going, stuff like that.
Yeah.
What do you love the most?
For me, it's a good question. What do I love the most about being on set or acting?
Yeah, we on set. Both of them, yeah.
Well,
on set and acting, yeah.
Well, as an actor, I love the challenge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like the challenge to be able to take and bring out to whoever the character is written by, as far as the writer. You know, making sure you are able to bring that to fruition for them. And what I love the most is the energy. We have good energy. Like, no one's trying to get along.
Yeah.
It's real natural. You know what I mean? Like he was just saying, it's just real natural. And it's just gelling. So, you know, you could just feel like you got something special.
And you, Benny?
Beat that.
Well, with me, man, being the director, you know, the writer, being like the head of the project is a little different from me. You know, sometimes it's fun and sometimes it's hard work. You know, just trying to get everybody on the same page, the scheduling. You know, he might be available one day, and then the partner in the same scene is not available, but when they're available, he's not available. You know, stuff like that goes on, and, you know, trying to make everything fit and gel together, that's, you know, that's the hardest part. But, I mean, overall, to me, it's a challenge, and it's fun, and once, you know, I'm done with it, I'm like, you know, I wipe my sweat off, I'm like, yeah, you know, I did that, you know. But, yeah, I mean, I have an awesome team, and, you know, they help a lot, though, but without them, man, shit. But, yeah.
How hard is it writing scripts? Does it come to you naturally? Like, how does it come to you when you write your?
Now, for me, it's easy.
It's easy?
Yeah, to me, it's easy because, you know, it's just basically once you have your outline. For me, once you have your outline, you just got to throw dialogue into it. And
yeah, I mean, getting your ideas. You get your ideas like easy. Okay.
Yeah, when it comes to, you know, certain, you know, well, all right. So when I did the movie, the short film, I probably wrote that within, you know, a week.
Okay.
You know, just, you know, going back over and over in about a week. When we did the series, was a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Because now I'm trying to figure out where I want to go with it and who I want to add in and
right.
the storyline. So I had to start off with Darnell and see all the characters that were linked to him. So everything is kind of linked to Darnell in some kind of way, that storyline.
Yeah. And
all the characters giving their own, you know, storyline. But once you have your outline, just throw the dialogue. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I talk to myself. So
Be in the room bucking out.
You guys find it hard to like when he writes the script to memorize it or no? No. I tried acting one time and I was just finding it hard to remember some of the lines and stuff like that. But I guess after you do it after a while, you know, it becomes what? Second nature, kind of.
It's still a challenge.
Still a challenge, right?
You know, by all means, don't I don't want to misconstrue how we're coming off. It's you can see the picture that he's painting easily. So you know, but it takes up a lot of personal time. Like you know, if the fellas want to hang out and chill, or shorty want to call you and see what you're doing tonight, you know, you might have to pass on that. You know what I'm saying, right? Because you know, I got this to do. So you know, just like anything in life, you know, the work ethic that you put into it is what you're gonna get out of it.
Yeah.
I also think it gets easier with time too, because once you've kind of been in the shoes of your character, it's almost like you're not really saying your character's lines. You are this person. Yeah. So the reactions tend to become just like a little bit more natural, just kind of filtered through you. So it almost feels like it's just you kind of really, you know, saying the things that are just kind of written on paper after a while, you know. It's just yeah, you know, so it's easy. It does have its hard work, but I think that the more you're in it, it just becomes easier. And
your character is called Mario Lopez.
Lopez,
just like the one from you're undercover. You're undercover cop. Mike Lopez.
Mike Lopez.
Yeah. Have any celebrities been special guests on any of your series or films?
Yeah.
I think you said you had 106 in Park, Free or something like that.
Yeah, Free.
Free. Yeah.
Yeah, Free's up in there.
Free's up in there.
Yeah, from 106.
Got anybody else in mind coming on? We can't really say right now.
Can't
say. I know. Some things you can't say.
Some people are protected by it, you know.
Right, but you
shout
know.
out to Free, man. Free's a very nice, humble person. I love her. She working with her is amazing, and you know she's very down to earth, and you know she jokes a lot, you know. But she's
right now. I know she happy in the mug right now with them Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Oh, she's a Patriot fan.
Yeah, she's from Boston.
Boston, okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. But you know, I'm with you on that.
All right, that's good. All right, any plans for having this on Netflix, Tidal, or anything like that?
Yeah, for sure. We you know, right now we're doing you know, the marketing aspect of it. We're in our mid-season finale right now, so we still got 5 through 8. So I'm busy with the editing right now, but I mean, when we can promote, and you know, see where we go from there. And yeah, that's about it. You know?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, how do you get your stuff on Netflix and Tidal? Does it go by views, all that stuff? Or you have to pay? How does it go? You gotta have a buzz, and then they hear about your buzz, and then you know.
I think a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of, you know, somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody.
Okay.
You know, when your buzz is, you know, undeniable, it touches the desk. It hits the ears of people that are sitting behind the desk. You know, one thing you can't deny is the views. You know, just like music. Yeah. You know, if you get a buzz in the hood, then it spreads out, and then you go viral. It's like, yo, we got to get this guy.
Get this guy.
We don't even got to boost him up. He got a fan base.
Yeah.
You know, now you just got to put the money behind it. You know, so a little bit of everything.
Okay. All right. Did you guys get to pick your own name, or was it him who picked it?
I know, right? Now we get to pick our name.
How does that work?
Well, the names. Yeah, I did the names, but it's funny. I want to say with Mike, it could have been Lauren, you know, because I remember we was doing the cards, right, for the detectives, and his name was just Detective Zamika's. They didn't have a first name, so Lauren. This is during the movie time. She did the cards, and she said, "Hey, it was the cards." So she put her first name. She put Carl, and I just, you know, I was like, all right, so I guess his name is Carl. I never gave him a first name, and I think something similar with that with the Mike. I think she maybe said Mike Lopez because everything was just last names. Yeah. In the movie though.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
That extravagant thinking, you know. Mike Lopez. That's tough. That's tough.
Just like his partner. Like, tell him how you made the name of his partner. Detective Zamika's.
Well, now with me it was Zamika's. When I was just writing, I was just now I had a poster, the Back to the Future poster.
Okay.
So Robert Zamika's actually the director, the writer of Back to the Future. That's how I got that. And it's also Dr. Venosta.
Dr. Venosta.
Yeah. Also, that's the one directed from The Last Dragon, my favorite movie.
Okay.
So, you know, just picking names from the sky.
You heard those names and all that, right?
Yeah.
I got Mike Lopez.
Mike Lopez.
Mike is cool, yeah.
I want to
So-
be like Mike.
So, in order for him to play a different character, you have to kill him off or something like that, and then come back again or something. Or,
Who?
how does that happen? You know, you have to kill him. No, you know, okay.
Once you
Not
get
yet.
Not yet. He said not yet.
you get killed off in real life, you don't come back.
Come back.
Yeah. This interview gonna go a whole lot different.
Yeah, I know. So, would you guys
Oh,
normally
man.
shoot in Brooklyn, everywhere, Manhattan,
Everywhere.
Queens, everywhere, right?
Everywhere.
We shot everywhere. I'm from
Bad weather, good weather. How does that work?
everywhere.
Literally.
Yeah, you know what's so funny is like the setting of here. The weather was supposed to be hot.
Yeah.
So we started off hot, and you know sometimes you can't predict the weather. So we wasn't finished shooting by the end of the summer. So we still we had to do some winter scenes, but all the winter scenes are all indoors.
Right.
Or sometimes we might fake it if it's a little cold outside. They got
It's a little cold.
They might just suck it up.
Shout out to Far Rock. You know what I'm
Far
saying?
Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
I love
It was
that.
freezing.
Yeah,
out
that
there,
was
man.
freezing.
Sheesh.
But yeah, just with the bad weather, we shot we shot in Long Island. I forgot what part that was. As far as I saw, it was about an hour some change away. Brooklyn, Manhattan, everywhere.
Bronx.
Yeah,
Bronx, yeah.
Bronx, Queens.
Everywhere we shot at.
Any plans to do any international things? Any international? Maybe later on.
Whatever it takes us.
Whatever it takes.
Well, it take us. We just enjoying the ride right now.
Yeah.
Working and promoting, editing, all that stuff. Just taking the ride right now. Yeah, it's cool. We getting a good feedback on it. Episodes 1 to 4, like I said, is out right now. Great feedback. These two brothers right here did a phenomenal job. I can't, grateful for both of them. You know what I'm saying? And, I'm having fun with it right now. So,
Yeah. So before we wrap it up, what can we expect for you guys in 2019?
To stay consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Stay consistent and continue to work hard. Stay hard focused. And just keep up that good energy. You know what I mean? No one falls. And stay each other's crutches. So, and hopefully, everybody can spread the word. Tell somebody.
Exactly.
Tell somebody. You know what I mean? We can get an interview in every room in this building. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
To push our brand. That's just off the ground. But much respect to you. I appreciate you having us coming out to sit down on your show, man.
Yeah. But how you guys market? How you guys pushing this and marketing it? Social media.
Yeah, right now it's social media, word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
Like I said, the biggest platform is social media.
Right.
Now you can just promote anywhere, no matter where you live at. You can live in wherever.
Yeah.
Dubai.
He got the merch. He got the merch. Always rocking the merch.
The merch. Yeah.
I'm always rocking the merch.
Yeah.
I try to. We should have more coming. I got you too.
Yeah. Thanks.
But yeah, social media, and we want to get to that point. We want to get a press person, PR, and all that stuff. But little by little right now, because this is independent, so.
Yeah.
So come out the pocket,
Yeah.
different.
So, Timeless Guilt page, Juvian Marquez, Instagram, what's up?
Yeah, I was gonna tell you guys to do that soon. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So right now, you guys can any social media websites, how they can reach you guys. To let everybody know right now how we get in contact with you guys one by one.
Sure, I'm on Instagram, L Sizzle. That's with a C, LCIZZLE, New York. You can find me on Instagram. Hit me over Instagram. You know what I mean? Google me. You can find me on Timeless Guilt. You know what I mean? Type that in. You know what I mean? Timeless Guilt. The short film, also the web series. Everything comes up on B Season. You know what I'm saying? Films, and you could just check out everything that we got stirring in the pot.
Yep, Juvian Marquez, JUVIAN MARQUEZ. Instagram, IMDb. It's all there. Just Google me. I'll pop up.
Yeah.
You don't post that much though.
You don't post that much?
Honestly, so yeah, like a lot of people, oddly enough, like
That part.
live on social media.
Oh, you're not one of those
They-
guys. You old school?
I'm not. Yeah, man.
We working on
I'm more about actually living life than posting it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Living in the moment.
That's right. I live in the moment, and I definitely like to push and promote and all that, and I'm doing.
Well, it's good you have a good team behind
if I'm
you.
too busy working,
Yeah.
then I don't have a problem with that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And since I'm always working and stuff, so it's all good. I ain't mad at that.
It's good you got a good team behind you, so when you're not doing it, they still doing it. So,
Yeah, we have a lot of those.
but that's why I had to bring you guys in because
Yeah.
I always see him pushing it. So and the short trailers that he puts up, I was like, this looks interesting. It makes you want to watch it.
Yeah.
So it's good. He give you a little teaser, you know.
That's what it's all about, man.
I try to.
How about you, Benny? Let people know how to get in contact with you, social media.
Yeah, you can find me Facebook, Instagram is Benny Flames. Everything's Benny Flames. I do post on Benny Flames. I try not to post a lot because this guy right here will talk about my selfies and being light skinned. I try to refrain from doing those now.
Yeah.
Being a light skinned dude, whatever. But yeah, I'm Benny
brushing
Flames.
his eyebrows.
I don't do all that. He's lighter than me, man. He's lighter than me. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But nah, yeah, I post a lot of timeless skill stuff too, man. To the point where people like, that's how you post the timeless skill, but they love it. They love it. I get a good response, feedback about that. But yeah, like I said, Benny Flames, Facebook and Instagram. What's the other? What's any other social media?
Any other one?
No, pretty much.
Twitter, I can't really do Twitter. I try to do Twitter.
Yeah,
Twitter's like,
Yeah, Twitter's kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
We have
go
somebody
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Go on YouTube and check Timeless Guilt.
You can find that Timeless Guilt. Also, we got the Instagram Timeless Guilt the series. Timeless Guilt the series. Follow that. It got all the behind the scenes stuff when it's gonna come out. We actually gonna have an event coming up soon.
Nice.
It's gonna be February 20th at Taj Lounge. More details coming soon on that.
Everyone's invited.
Everybody's invited. Come in.
February 20th, Taj Lounge. You know what I mean?
Taj Lounge. Yeah, we're gonna show episode 5. We're gonna have some amazing performers out there.
Yeah.
Some of the music's in the series, and we're gonna have some. It's gonna be hosted by Monolodge too. I don't know if you ever checked out Monolodge before. They some excellent, cool people. They play improv games. People come up through monologues. Yeah, so it's gonna be a great night. We had one before.
It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, we had one before in like 2017. I think.
Yeah,
It was
2017.
yeah, it was a dope event. So we're gonna try to do that again. This time we're gonna show episode 5.
Right.
And the season should come back. Still up, maybe April. I'm not
Give
sure.
it to me, April. April.
5 to 8 is gonna heat up a lot. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's right.
This guy.
Music
right here.
videos too. We got
Music
the
videos.
video
You got a lot of
out.
you got a lot of stuff on deck.
You know what I mean? Check out the music video. You know what I mean? It's timeless. It's crazy, man. It's nuts.
Yeah, we all in the video, man.
So, if you had a piece of advice to give someone who's just starting off in the business, what would it be?
Just starting off.
Just starting off.
I would, if anything, just patience. Pay your dues.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people definitely walk in here just kind of feeling like the game owes them something.
Yeah.
Or they just walked in like, oh, I know everything. No.
Well, I really agree with that.
Want to become overnight celebrities?
Exactly.
I mean, he could just tell me about that. Yeah.
I think you just, people really need to take the time and just thinking that, I just show up, I do this. No, like, hone your craft.
Yeah.
Put in your 10,000 hours,
Yeah.
Master your stuff, just show up, know, instead of always winning, know when to lose. Humble yourself, try to, before you try to take over the world, try to definitely control the ground you walk on.
Right.
And I think once that happens, I think then the work itself will speak for you. You don't really have to do anything of the rah-rah and all that other stuff. If it were me, just do that. Because I think that if you start today and you do it 20 years putting in work, I don't think that'll ever fail you.
Right.
That's just me.
I agree with that, man. Not to cut you off, too, man. You got to put in your time, man. I had some certain situations where, I had people on the team that they didn't want to put in the time. They want to put in the grind. And, like I've been doing this for a while now, like I said, I graduated. I don't even say what year I graduated. I'm old. You see the grades now. I'm an old man now. But I mean, since then I've been, pushing hard with this video stuff. I was learning, how to edit. But things changed though. Like I just, go back to the old man stuff. When I was in school, they had something linear editing. Everything's non-linear. It's on computer, and it's digital stuff. So I had to relearn editing,
right.
Back into the scene. So took other classes on that. But just learning, constantly learning. I'm still learning actually. So I'm not saying I'm the greatest editor, director, ever, but I'm still learning, and I'm still willing to take knowledge from certain people.
Right.
And that's the problem I see now. A lot of people think they're nice right off the back, and
right.
they think they just do it, and they don't want to try to learn. And I'm gonna tell you, person, if I know something, I'm definitely going to give it back to the people that don't know anything or wants to learn stuff. But, you know, it's patience, you know, it's patience. So, you know, definitely, like he said before, you got to put in that work, put in that grind, put in hours, man. And sometimes you're going to lose, sometimes you're going to fall. Just keep getting it back up and keep doing it, you know, and don't stop learning. Don't ever think you nicest and you know everything. Just keep learning, you know, keep pushing, you know. Yeah. You know.
And you say,
me, man, just starting out, I just say, don't be afraid to try anything. You know, be fearless.
Right.
You know, be fearless and just be very careful around the people you keep around you, the energy that you surround yourself. You know, that's what I always say, because that's going to dictate whether, you know, just know that your only competition is yourself. You're the only one that's going to be in your own way.
Right.
Man in the mirror.
Are you guys still recruiting anybody? Like I said, there's someone who wants to be a part of the Timeless Guilt, like a member in terms of like a character, like. No,
not
now. You're not nice. No,
it might be a season 2. You know,
season 2. Yeah,
it might be a season 2. We actually, it's funny. We still filming right now. We got like 3 more scenes to shoot.
But we accepting music. You can always send music.
Music though.
You can always artists. You know what I mean? Independent artists. You can send the email.
Timeless Guilt Productions at gmail.com, or you can send it to my personal bseasonfilms at gmail.com. But once again, Timeless Guilt Production at gmail.com, and that's one thing I like to do. I like to put the independent artists, you know.
Right.
Yeah, right. Okay.
You know, and you know that's not just me, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody, I want everybody to shine.
Yeah.
You know, market it.
For real, man.
I try my, you know.
Yeah.
You know, everybody trying to protect the plug, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
God, show me who's holding, man. You know?
Yeah. But it's definitely, it's definitely been a good, you know, long ride. You know, like we would when we started, I think the first day, actually, I think today makes. Cause I seen it, you know, Facebook got the memories.
The memories, yeah, they show the memories.
Yeah, 2 years ago was we had auditions for this. This was the second day of auditions that we had in the Bronx.
2017.
2017.
Okay.
That's when we had auditions for the Timeless Guilt, and you know, putting stuff together, getting the cast together. I think our first day of shoot was April 15th, 2017. So that's like almost 2 years ago we started filming this, and you know it's coming out now. So that's another thing people understand about film. It takes time. You know? It really takes time. You can't just shoot it and it's gonna be out next week. Yeah. You know, you just gotta be patient with it. Don't rush. You know, don't rush the craft. You know.
Shout out to the team too. Shout out to Anthony Batu. Shout out to Rudy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Karan. You know, shout out Baby Girl.
Brittany.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
shout out to everybody, man. Even the homie to do the audio.
You know what I'm saying? Malachi.
You know what I'm saying?
We got a bunch of people too. Cheryl.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody who had a hand in this.
Yeah, definitely. So,
shout out to my man who did the fight choreography, man. You know
he did that.
So we got a special team, man.
He did a great job on that. He did a great job on that fight choreo.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, they were so afterwards. I made him shoot it 1,000 times.
Oh, really?
1,000 times.
Is that the one with Gail when he in the hallway? Did he do that too?
Nah, he didn't do that one.
Okay.
In the hallway, that was me and him.
Oh, yeah?
That was me
Yeah, I like that one. That one was intense.
We got some more stuff.
We have any more fight scenes. He'll be the one. He'll be putting it together.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm excited about.
Shit. I make them shoot so many times, man. We took like 100 takes on that one, probably. Yeah, they were so definitely after that, man.
Yeah, it was good stuff, man.
Yeah. Don't get mad at me.
Right?
It's all good.
All right, fellas. Well, it was a pleasure having you guys on the show. I wish you guys the best moving forward, man.
Thanks a lot.
I want to see some Grammys and Emmys later on.
Right. That's a fact.
Yeah, so.
Good luck with you and your stuff here, too.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for having us on.
No problem, guys. All right, that wraps up another episode of Face to Face. Yours truly, Nesta Cann. Take care and God bless.
All right.